Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about something that can be little tricky in English. When to use the and when to skip it. Don't worry, I'll make it super simple with examples that are easy to follow. So let's get started. Usage number 1. Use the when talking about something specific or already known to both the speaker and the listener. It's like pointing to something specific. For example, Lakshmi has a 9-year-old son. The boy wants to be an engineer. In the first sentence, we say a son because it is the first time we are talking about him. But in the second sentence, we use the boy because now we know which boy we are talking about. That is Lakshmi's son. Example number 2. Can you answer the phone? Here, the phone means a specific phone that is ringing right now. Both the speaker and listener know which phone it is. So we use the. Example 3. This is the watch that my son gave me for my birthday. In this sentence, we use the watch because we are talking about a specific watch, the one my son gave me. So we use the. Usage number 2. Use the for unique things that exist only once or one of a kind or unique. For example, the sun. The sun rises in the east. There is only one sun and only one east. So we use the to make it clear. We are talking about something unique. Example 2. Varun has traveled all over the world. Here, the world means earth. Since there is only one world we live in, we use the. Next example. The police are investigating a murder in our neighborhood. The police means the specific group of officers working on this case. We use the because it's clear who we are talking about. Usage number 3. We use the when talking about nature or the environment in general way. Things like landscapes, weather, or natural surroundings. For example, my daughter enjoys spending time in the countryside. Countryside means areas that are outside towns and cities having natural landscapes, open spaces, and rural settings like fields, farms, etc. Example number 2. We are going to take a trip to the mountains. Here, the mountains refers to a specific type of natural environment. Not any one mountain, but the idea of mountains in general. Third example. I love the weather in Pune. The weather means the general climate or conditions in a place. It's something everyone experiences. Next, usage number 4. Use the for objects of common experience. We use the when talking about things everyone commonly experiences or interacts with in daily life. For example, I met an interesting lady at the garden yesterday. The garden refers to a specific garden that the listener can identify, maybe the one nearby. If you and the listener both know or familiar with the garden, then we use the. Next example. Did you read the newspaper this morning? The newspaper means a specific one we all know, the one published today. Example 3. She likes to sing in the shower. The shower refers to the common experience of taking a shower. It is a natural and idiomatic when talking about common or familiar activities. Usage 5. We also use the with some time expressions when referring to a specific parts of the day or a particular period. Example, kids hate getting up early in the morning. Here, the morning means a specific time of a day, that is, the beginning part of the day. Next example, a friend of mine got married the day before yesterday. The day before yesterday refers to a specific point in time everyone can easily understand. Third example, we love to go swimming in the summer. The summer means the specific season we all recognize. It's not any summer, but the one we are referring to in context. Usage number 6. We use the with superlative adjectives because we are talking about something that is the best, the worst, or one of a kind. For example, Mrs. Lamare is the best teacher I have ever had. Here, the best means no other teacher is better. The helps us show that she is the top one. Next example, Goa is one of the smallest states in India. We use the smallest because we are talking about a group and saying Goa is one of the smallest, making it special. Example 3. In my opinion, family is the most important thing in my life. The most important refers to something being number one in importance, and we use the to show it's the top priority. Usage 7. Use the with these words when they are used as adjectives. When words are like first, last, and same, used as adjectives. We use the to point out something specific. For example, Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. The first shows he was number one in this special achievement. Next example, hurry up or you are going to miss the last bus. The last refers to the final bus, the one that comes at the end. Example 3. It is important for friends to have the same interest. The same means identical or exactly alike. So we use the to refer to that particular sameness. Next, usage number 8. Use the with names of musical instruments. When we talk about musical instruments in general, we use the in front of them. For example, Sushil plays the guitar. We use the guitar because it's a specific type of instrument, not just any guitar. Next example, is the violin easy to learn? Here the violin refers to a specific well-known instrument. Usage number 9. We use the when talking about inventions because they are specific things we all recognize. Example 1. The telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. Here the telephone refers to the specific invention we all know. Next example. Some say that the internet is the most important invention of the 20th century. The internet is the name of a particular invention. So we use the with it. Usage 10. Use the with the names of body parts when something bad happens to them. When something happens to a body part in a negative way, we use the to refer to it. For example, the suspect was shot in the back while running from the police. Here the back refers to the specific part of the body that was hurt. Next example, I was standing by the side of the road when a cricket ball hit me on the nose. The nose is the specific body part that was hit. So we use the. Usage number 11. Use the with some place, names. Like there are certain places, we always use the with specially countries, oceans, rivers and mountains. For example, the United States. We use the with country names like the United States because it's a specific country that is made of several states. Example 2 like the Netherlands. The Netherlands refers to a specific country and the is used because it's a country with a plural form. We use the with the names of seas because they are specific and unique geographical features. Next is the Himalayas. It refers to a specific mountain range. So we use the in front of it. Pause the video and read all the words where we use the. Okay, let's check the usage number 12. We use the when talking about family names to refer to the whole family. Example, we live next to the Kumars. They are great neighbors. Here, the Kumars refers to all members of the Kumars family. Example 2. The Bhallas have invited us to go on a picnic with them this weekend. The Bhallas means the entire Bhalla family. The surnames Kumars and Bhallas refers to whole family. Last but not the least, usage number 13. We use the to talk about groups of people, animals or things in general way. For example, the small business owner faces more competition today than ever before. The small business owner refers to all small business owners, not just one. Next example, the blue whale is the largest animal on the planet. The blue whale generalizes about all blue whales, not just one. Next example, number 3. The Japanese are very polite people. The Japanese refers to all people from Japan in general. Alright, now it's time for a little practice. I'll give you 5 sentences and I want you to pause the video and insert the wherever it is necessary. Ready? First, government is expected to announce more welfare programs. Second, I don't want to surf internet on my smartphone. Third, Mount Everest is highest mountain in world. Fourth, tabla is only musical instrument that I can play. Fifth, did you see email that I sent you yesterday? Now pause the video and give it a try. Here are the correct answers. Let's see how you did. The government is expected to announce more welfare programs. I don't want to surf the internet on my smartphone. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. The tabla is the only musical instrument that I can play. Did you see the email that I sent you yesterday? Now, let's look at some common situations where we don't use the article. Here is a quick guide. Number 1. Before general nouns. We don't use the when talking about things in general. For example, dogs are loyal animals. We don't say the dogs are loyal animals because we are talking about dogs in general and not specific. Number 2, before proper nouns, we don't use the with names of people or places. For example, John is my friend. We don't say the John is my friend because John is a specific person's name. Next example, India is a beautiful country is correct. We don't say the India because India is the name of a specific country. Third, before abstract nouns, when used generally, we don't use the with ideas or qualities when we speak about them in general. For example, happiness is important. We don't say the happiness is important because we are talking about happiness in a general sense. Fourth, we don't use the with plural nouns when we talk about them in general. For example, children love playing. We don't say the children love playing because we are talking about children in general, not specific children. Fifth, before names of meals, we don't use the before names of meals. For example, we had lunch at noon. We don't say the lunch at noon because lunch is just a general meal. Sixth, we don't use the before sports or games. Examples, she plays cricket well. We don't say the cricket because cricket is a sport, not a specific thing. Seventh, we don't use the before languages. For example, he speaks French fluently. We don't say the French because French is a language. Eighth, before names of subjects. We don't use the before school subjects. For example, she loves mathematics. We don't say the mathematics because mathematics is a subject. Ninth, before names of institutions when used generally. We don't use the before institutions when talking about them in a general sense. For example, he goes to school every day. We don't say the school because we are talking about school in general. 10th, we don't use the before names of continents, most countries or cities. Example, I live in Asia. We don't say the Asia because Asia is a continent. Next example, she visited Paris. We don't say the Paris because Paris is a city. However, he is from the United Kingdom. We use the with United Kingdom because it's a country with kingdom in its name. Number 11. Before names of specific lakes, mountains or islands for singular lakes, mountains or islands, we usually don't use the, but we do use the for groups of them. For example, I visited Lake Victoria. It is correct. Mount Everest is the highest mountain is also correct. The Mount Everest is the highest mountain is incorrect. I traveled to the Maldives. It is correct. We don't use the before a singular lake, mountain or island unless it's a group like the Alps. Number 12. Before days, months and holidays, we don't use the. Before days of the week, months or holidays, for example, we will meet on Monday. It is correct. January is the first month of the year. It is also correct. Christmas is my favorite holiday is correct. We don't say the Monday or the Christmas because we are talking about these things in general sense. Number 13. We don't use the before names of transport or communication methods. Example, she came by car. It is correct. We talked over phone is correct. She came by the car is incorrect. We talked over the phone is incorrect. Here we treat the method like car or phone in a general way without needing the. Next is, we don't use the before games, activities or subjects. For example, she enjoys swimming. It is correct. We play chess every weekend is correct. She enjoys the swimming is incorrect. We play the chess every weekend is incorrect. Here we talk about the activity or game in general. So, no the is needed. Number 15, we don't use the before names of airports, stations and streets unless the name has the as part of it. Example, she lives on Main Street. It is correct. We met at Victoria Station is correct. She lives on the Main Street is incorrect. We don't say the Main Street unless it's the part of the official name. 16th, we don't use the before names of companies or brands. For example, he bought a car from Toyota. It is correct. I use Google every day is correct. He bought a car from the Toyota is incorrect. We simply say the company or brand name without the. Number 17. Before titles and ranks when used with names, we don't use the before titles or ranks when used with names. For example, President Biden addressed the nation. It is correct. Dr. Smith is a renowned surgeon. It is also correct. The President Biden addressed the nation is incorrect. We don't use the when the title is used with a name. Number 18, we don't use the before academic degrees or positions. Examples, he is a professor of mathematics. It is correct. She was elected chairperson of the board. It is also correct. He is the professor of mathematics. Is incorrect? No. No the is needed before these titles or positions. Next, number 19. We don't use the before most when it means very. For example, this is most interesting. This is correct. This is the most interesting. This sentence is incorrect. We use most without the when we mean very. The is used only for comparison. Number 20, we don't use the before the name of festivals. Example, Diwali is a major festival in India. The Diwali is a major festival in India is incorrect. Number 21. Don't use the when talking about colors, materials or food in general terms. For example, gold is expensive. It is correct. The gold is expensive is incorrect. Next, number 22. Before names of body parts in general, idiomatic expressions. The is not used when referring to idioms related to body parts. For example, he has cold feet about the project. This is correct. But if we will say he has the cold feet about the project, then it is incorrect. Last but not the least, 23rd, seasons are talked about without the when used in general. Example, summer is my favorite season. This is correct. The summer is my favorite season is incorrect. 24th, we don't use the when referring to home or work in general. For example, I am going home after school is correct. I am going to the home after school is incorrect. Next, before non-specific quantifiers or amounts. Don't use the when words like many, some, much, little or enough are used in general sense. Examples, many people agree with this idea. This is correct. The many people agree with this idea is incorrect. Next example, we have enough time. It is correct. Number 25, before generic institutions or concepts. Do not use the before broad or intangible concepts like love, justice or peace. Example, love is universal. This is correct. The love is universal is incorrect. Next example, Justice must prevail. This is correct. 26th. In parallel structures or pairings, when using phrases like hand in hand, side by side, or day by day, don't add the. Example, they walked hand in hand. This is correct. They walked the hand in hand is incorrect. Next example, we improve day by day. This is correct. Okay then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful and easy to understand. Keep practicing and remember, learning grammar is all about patience and consistency. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more helpful lessons. See you in the next one. Take care and keep learning. Bye bye.